In this unit, you are going to be learning about traditional stories. There are a number of different types of traditional stories, and you will have seen some of these in other units. There are stories from the dreaming, fairy tales like this one, Cinderella. There are fables like the hare and the tortoise, and folk tales like the proud son. We will look at one traditional fairy tale in this unit, but we are mainly going to be looking at folk tales. But where do folk tales come from? Well, folk tales are told all around the world in just about every country, but the ones you're going to be looking at in this unit are from this area in Asia. Asia can be found just above Australia. The folk tales you will look at come from some of the places within Asia, including India, China, Indonesia, that large group of islands just above Australia, Korea, and Thailand. Often folk tales will tell a story about good versus evil. They can include strange or fantastical happenings and beings that live in a world of magic and have special powers. They sometimes have animals that act just like humans. You're going to use the word chomps in this unit to help you remember the different parts of folk tales. The C stands for characters. The H stands for human qualities. The O stands for old and oral. Oral means spoken. The M stands for moral or message. The P stands for purpose, and the S stands for structure. Let's have a look at each of these in a little more detail. Storytellers are very clever at developing stories and making us think about the characters, whether we like them, what we think about how they behave, and what happens to them. They do this by using language features like nouns and noun groups, like a wise old owl. These are really great at describing characters and settings. Verbs and verb groups, like stumbled or shouted, to tell us what characters do or how they say things. Adverbs like quickly or angrily, to give more information about the verb. Pronouns like he and they. These are great to help the story flow. And direct speech, which gives us an indication of the character and how they behave or interact with other characters. The second letter in chomps is human qualities. Traditional stories and folk tales often explore human qualities such as courage or bravery, greed, kindness, honesty, care, not listening to others. Remember, people can have these human qualities, but animals can too. The third letter in chomps stands for old and oral. Folk tales are traditional stories which are very old. They have been around for a very long time, and they have been passed down and retold orally in many different versions throughout time. That means they've mainly been spoken, but after a while they were written down too. You'll be looking at ones that are told to you and ones that are written. The next letter in chomps is M. M stands for message or moral. Folk tales often contain a message or a moral that teaches us how to behave. Some examples include help others, be fair and kind, don't be greedy, be loyal, be honest, respect your elders, be humble. The P in the word chomps stands for purpose. What is the point of them? Why do people write them? Well, they write them to warn people about something, entertain, and teach people how to live. And the last letter in the word chomps is S. S for structure. That means the way it is made up. Folk tales have a narrative structure. That means they have an orientation or introduction. This is where the storyteller introduces the characters, the setting, and the time, such as long, long ago, once upon a time. Then there is the complication. This is the problem that happens. There is a series of events that happen, and then the resolution or the way the complication or problem is resolved or solved. All right, everybody, let's get chomping!